Good morning, everyone. My name is Mariana Cunha, and I serve as SHEP's Senior Director of Government Relations and Public Affairs. I'm here today to talk to you about one of the most underutilized resources available to SHEP members, and that is the Government Relations team and the work that we do every single day to make sure that your chapter's impact reaches the people in power who need to hear about it the most. Let me start with the purpose of this department. The government relations team exists because elected officials are at every level of government, city council, state legislature, and Congress are making decisions right now about STEM education funding, workforce development programs, and research investments. Those decisions affect you, your chapter, and the community your chapter serves. Our job is to make sure that those officials understand exactly who SHEP members are and what they contribute to society, and who they are as scientists, engineers, and tech professionals that are strengthening every sector of the U.S. economy, and as chapter members, how they are so committed to advancing K-12 STEM access, college readiness, and workforce preparations in communities across the country. This slide is really the heart of what I want you to take away from this session. SHEP has been growing the Hispanic STEM talent pipeline for over 50 years. We are the largest association of Hispanic STEM professionals in the nation. That history, that reach, earns us a seat at the table in Washington, D.C. But what keeps us there is the credibility that comes from our members on the ground, from you. What you hear from members in your chapters about jobs, about education, about professional development, that is exactly what should be informing our policy priorities in Washington, D.C. The more you share what is working and what is not working in your community, the sharper our national advocacy becomes. Your ground level intelligence is what makes our federal asks credible. And here is what I want you to understand. Your chapter is already doing the advocacy work. The events, the mentorship programs, the community partnerships happening in your city right now are exactly the kind of impact that elected officials need to see firsthand. Inviting a city council member, a state legislator, or a congressional staff member to your next event is one of the most direct ways to translate that work into local visibility and lasting relationships with the officials who represent your community. Now, this is what happens at the national level when chapters engage. On the federal funding side, we make the case to Congress and federal agencies for programs that attract, grow, and strengthen STEM education, workforce training, and research pipelines. And the argument we make is only as strong as the data and stories our members provide. On the congressional side, we build lasting relationships with congressional offices and bring our membership directly to Washington, D.C. Through fly-ins, briefings, meetings with staff, this is how lawmakers learn that SHEP exists, what we do, and why they should care. Every chapter leader who sits across from a congressional staffer and explains who they are as STEM professionals, their achievements, and what their chapter does in their district or state only makes that relationship stronger. And on the policy side, we weigh in on STEM education and workforce development legislation. We provide feedback on proposals that would influence the STEM pipeline based on SHEP's programming outcomes and membership data. And this is your work showing up in federal policy. There are 4 concrete ways to engage with the government relations team. If you're new to the advocacy world and want to understand how it works, sign up for an Advocacy 101 virtual session. We will walk you through the basics and help you figure out where you fit. If you want to go to Washington, D.C., let us know. We coordinate congressional fly-ins where members meet directly with their lawmakers and staff, and it is one of the most powerful experiences as a SHEP member, and it changes how a lawmaker sees your organization. If you want to build relationships in your own backyard, let us know. We'll help you connect with the state and local elected officials, where we'll identify who represents your district and how to make an introduction that positions your chapter as a community partner. And finally, host a government official at a chapter event. A lawmaker that has seen your chapter's programming firsthand is far more likely to support it. We will help you identify the right contact, prepare your chapter for the visit, and make sure the interaction advances the right message. The best way to get started on any of these is to reach out to me directly. My email is on the screen, Mariana with an extra A at shpe.org. Just send me a note, tell me what your chapter is working on, and let's figure out how our government relations team can support you. Thank you for your time today.